This is a HeadGum podcast.
I'm about to get a headache right now, and I really hope that this goes away during the
course of this podcast.
During the course of this. See, it's already fucking me up.
I had one for the past 3 days, and I don't know what's been going on. I think it's accumulation of stress and probably the weather. I don't know. I feel like the colder weather, I get worse headaches.
Yeah,
and I don't get a lot of headaches in the summer.
Are they shifting? Is it Mercury?
It's
moon? Retrograde.
Let me just be honest. I just don't have time to give a fuck about Mercury in retrograde or whatever.
Yeah.
I just don't care.
I'm pretending that nothing exists in that realm.
I don't even know if I believe anymore. I just don't care.
Because, communication is just fucked 24/7, 365, so it's not like Mercury's doing anything special.
I had some weird fucking communication things happen, a week before Mercury happened. So, explain that, universe. I don't know. I just don't really care at this point. I'm too busy and too motivated to give a shit about some planet trying to screw with me.
That's the motto for 2017. Right there. Too motivated and what did you say?
Too busy?
Too busy. I don't know. Whatever. We're just not going to give a fuck about Mercury's retrograde.
I'm not giving a lot of fucks about a lot of things in 2017. I'm ready. 2017, I feel like I'm just very excited to just get the ball rolling, bitch. Even though politically, probably not going to be great. But,
God, fucking damn it.
Politics aren't everything, I guess.
This is Coffee with Crachel, by the way. I'm Chris.
I'm Rachel. And we're not having any coffee because
it's 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I got to be up early. I start my first, shift, I guess, at work. I feel like it's so weird because I get to, kind of choose what time I want to go in and everything because it's that office environment, but I'm so used to being having a shift, you know what I mean?
Exactly, clocking in and clocking out.
Yeah, I can pretty much be I'm done, bye. What?
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it because that's, me, I'm very
you're gonna be there until 8 o'clock when the last person
until
leaves.
Someone's hey, you can leave. Because that's just me. But I definitely want to make sure I sleep decently-ish for the most part tonight. So coffee is not fucking happening.
It's like how you said when you were in school and you were turning in a test. When you were done, you would wait for somebody else to go first. You're going to be sitting there waiting for somebody else to leave work first before you go.
Yeah, that's absolutely. But I don't know. My job, I'm it's different what I'm doing because I'm doing all the social media stuff. So I know that. I don't know what everybody else is doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Everybody's a mystery.
It's all a mystery. It's all a big question mark. But everyone, I'm really excited to get in there and meet everyone because everyone seems really excited to meet me. And they're all really cool so far. So it's
a young, hip crew.
Yeah.
Jazzed.
I like that, so I'm ready to get my fucking ass together and go in there. Oh my god, so I've been watching, YouTube videos on, work lunches, because I think this will finally force me to get into an even better eating schedule, and maybe I'll, start meal prepping again. Yeah, because we were doing that, and then we stopped.
You're, gonna need to have a breakfast, which is the most important meal of the day.
We'll see if that's fucking true. 2017, the year of 3 meals. Instead of 1 and snack.
Yeah.
AKA snacks at, midnight, because then I'm oh, wow, I didn't eat all day. I'm fucking hungry now.
Is it better to have, a couple big meals or be, snacking all throughout the day? I've heard different things, and I'm confused.
Because, some of my lunches I know are going to be, just one thing and then a snack, and then other times it's just gonna be small things.
Yeah,
I don't know, depends.
I get what you're saying. There's a variety,
but I ordered a legit ass lunch vessel.
Lunch vessel.
I'm very excited about it. It's a bento box, but it's spill proof, and you can microwave it, and you can put it in the dishwasher, and it's just airtight as fuck.
And you've been watching this one channel that makes vegan lunches that are specifically meant to be in this bento box, which I just think is the coolest idea.
It's a smart way to present easy recipes, and they're all really easy. Her name's Liv's Healthy Life on YouTube. You should check her out if you haven't already.
I like that pun.
It's fucking awesome. Oh, I get you.
Lives Healthy Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
So I ordered that on Amazon. So that's actually not going to be here in time for my day tomorrow.
First day on the job.
For next week, bitch.
Yeah.
Because I work later in the week. I still got Monday and Tuesday off. But, that's podcast stuff. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I guess I should do that coffee fact, even though we don't have coffee.
Okay, so this coffee fact actually blew my mind because he already showed me what it was.
So, you know how you always hear that, like, coffee is dehydrating? But then I've seen, like, a couple studies or, like, headlines about a study that say, like, coffee isn't really dehydrating, here's why, or whatever. I just never fucking read them.
Yeah.
Decided to actually do that now, and it turns out caffeine is dehydrating, but the coffee is not, and the amount of water that is in coffee is more than enough to counteract any dehydration from the caffeine. So it's actually hydrating.
It just makes you feel parched because it's like an acidic drink.
That's why, like, when you drink soda, you still get dehydrated because, I mean, there's water in soda too, but I don't know what the fucking ratio is on that. I feel like there's a lot of syrup and, like, the caffeine that's in soda.
And the carbonation.
Yeah.
It's like a ton of CO2. I don't know how that adds into play.
Who knows if it's dehydrating or not, but I definitely always feel dehydrated after having a soda.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to know that even though my body feels like I'm dehydrated, I'm not when having coffee.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still trying to do that whole thing where you drink like a full bottle of water before you have your first coffee.
Take a sip of water.
Yeah, I know. I'm drinking water right now because that's all she wrote.
Yeah.
But that's interesting because, like, you just hear from everybody that, like, oh, you're just going to dehydrate yourself. And, like, wouldn't recommend only drinking coffee as your only water, source.
Sustenance.
Yeah.
So
don't do that.
Just don't believe anything you hear, guys. Even us. Fact check us. Find
I'm
out.
Sure we have so many. We're so stupid. Like,
what did we give advice on one time, but then we just totally fucked it up?
Nose ring piercing.
Yeah, protocol. Hygiene.
And then we had like this nice person that just emailed us and they were like, I'm not trying to drag you, but like everything
that was our retraction.
It's like, yeah, because I don't know shit. I'm just like, I'm going off of what other people that had piercings that I knew in my life told me to do. Mm-hmm. And luckily, nothing fucking happened to me. But, you know, I would be the person that would have the thing happen.
Of course.
Like the infection. But, you know.
So, what have we been doing? What have we been playing?
Oh, my God. Well, The Walking Dead Season 3, are we on?
Yes. I mean, they're not really calling it Season 3. They're just calling it A New Frontier.
Fuck that. It's Season 3.
It's Season 3. Like,
but it's only 5 episodes. Aren't they normally, like, 10?
No, they're 5. But they just...
What?
It's just, like, for, shit. Like... They can do 5 for this, but fucking Game of Thrones, which was the worst game they ever did, got 6. And then Minecraft has 8. And,
okay.
Yeah, but Batman and Borderlands, they have 5 too.
Alright, well, I don't know.
I'm still sad.
Why do I always... They are just very long episodes, maybe that's why.
It's going to end sooner, though, because, like, we got the first 2 episodes, like, at the premiere. It was a 2-part premiere, so now we're only going to have 3 more episodes that are coming out, so I feel like it's going to end a lot sooner than usual.
I don't want to give any spoilers in case you've played. It's still, like, Season 1 of that game is still one of my favorite story plots in a video game ever.
It might be my favorite, and it's definitely like one of the like best things I've ever played. Like
Life is Strange is up there, but the Season 1 of Walking Dead is good, and it's the only like Walking Dead content I'm here for.
Yeah, I like this content.
I haven't read the comic books though, of course.
Yeah, I'm sure they're probably good too, but like anything else, I just am not that.
The show is trash. We can all admit. But the game, like. It was a 2-part episode. You got a lot of closure on some questions that I had, which is good. Yeah. And overall, the story, like, I was genuinely shocked by several twists that they had. Usually I can predict some things.
The twist endings on both episodes are, like, killer.
Now, the first one, I kind of called, like, somewhat of what was going to happen, but in a different context.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't call, like, the actual context of what happened. And then episode 2, the way they're leaving you off until whenever they come out with the next episode, that was shocking.
It blew my mind.
I was like, whoa, and I'm excited now, like, more than I feel like I have been in a while for the next episodes of this series.
Yeah, and they've been doing better about getting them out in like a timely fashion.
I hope so, because they did that with Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my only gripe is the graphics, and all of the reviews I have read are not fucking talking about it. Like, not only are the graphics different, which, like, to each their own, like, if you enjoy the improvements or whatever, but the actual, like, running of the game is just as shitty as every other Walking Dead game from Telltale. I don't understand how Batman runs so smoothly, the Minecraft game runs so smoothly.
Minecraft game ran the smoothest Telltale games ever.
Borderlands, I felt like, was smoother.
It had some hiccups, but, like, it was totally fine. I have to finish that one, too. I haven't finished that one.
Yeah, I know. We still have, like, the last episode. But, the Walking Dead ones have always just been notorious for having, like, you have like a big action sequence, but right before that you have like this stupid loading and popping and like stuttering.
The frame rate drops so badly, it's ridiculous. Oh my God.
Several times when we were playing the game, all the graphics were just like flashing black.
Yeah.
Because they were like not loading properly. Like more than just like texture popping, it was just like constant
stuttering.
Not there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm kind of upset about that. Like I thought that they would have had that fixed by season 3.
Yeah, especially since they've bumped up to a new engine now and everything like that. Like they've done behind the scenes shit to make it better.
But the story and the characters, I'm here for. So it's like not as much like going to deter me from keeping playing everything. But
the art style is so weird. It's like they decided to fucking just like make characters and then they drew the little lines, the thicker black outlines on them. Yeah. And so that's
the original first season or first 2 seasons, they're meant to look like comic book characters, you know, like drawn like a comic would. And now it's kind of like 3D, but like, yeah, you're right, with like the little lines. Like, you know those people that do those makeup tutorials where they
it's like the that. Pop art? That's the way the Batman game was too. And I mean, Minecraft
I feel like it honestly looked better in Batman, but that was because we already knew what Telltale was supposed to look like. So it's kind of weird that they adopted that style. Like, I feel like you should just keep the same graphical style, like, the whole game, but, you know, that's just
It's taking some getting used to, but I'm not, like...
It doesn't, like, pull me out of it enough for me to be pissed off, but it is, like, a downside for me.
Mm-hmm. So, something else...
Girl, Clem.
Clem, she's there.
Clem altering all of my decisions.
We did also watch The Secret Life of Pets.
Oh my God.
And what a fantastic movie. Like,
a must watch.
It was probably like one of the best things I've watched in a long time.
Did that come out this year?
It might have been earlier this year.
Okay.
It's definitely
fantastic.
A nominee for Best Picture in my Academy Award.
Jenny Slate's character, the like puffy white dog, is Lila.
Yeah.
I don't know what the name of the dog was, but that's Lila.
I am here for all of these animated animal movies. Zootopia was fantastic. This was great.
This was better than Zootopia.
I want to see Sing because it looks fantastic as well.
Yeah.
I hope they do twos of all of these. I'm here for the animated movies. Gritty Cars 3. Isn't Shrek coming back again?
Shut up. No, he's not. He's
not
Shrek is.
Again. He's coming back.
Somebody wants.
Sometime.
How much Smash Mouth do you think they'll put in it? I can't even choke out the word Smash Mouth.
I want Smash Mouth and Rascal Flatts to do a song together.
I want them to smash me in the mouth. I don't actually want that.
No.
But Cars 3, I don't know. I, like, low-key want to see it just so I can give my thoughts on the podcast. Like, but I don't want to spend money, so if anyone wants to buy me a ticket, like, hit me up. I'm just kidding.
Fuck.
So, getting more into, like, what's been going on, because I feel like it's been forever since we talked to you guys.
In the real world.
So Lena Dunham flopped again. Who's surprised?
Nobody here.
There was an article I read today, and it, like, literally listed all of the things she's had to apologize for in 2016.
Jesus God.
So her latest thing was on her podcast. They were talking about abortion and, like, you know, having choice and all these things, like things I probably agree with. And basically there was an instance where, like, a girl was asking her to, like, be involved in some sort of project where it was, like, you know, showing off women's voices who have had abortions and like, you know, very pro, like, choice. And she said that, like, she felt like all of a sudden, like, her internalized stigma against abortion kind of came through, and she was like, oh, I've never had one, like, you know, making it, like, explicitly known that she hadn't had one. Yeah. And then on the podcast, she was like, so now, like, I feel as though that, like, I wish I had had one. And a lot of people took that very badly. I mean, I was like,
they should. That's God. So dumb.
She just is like the voice that makes the rest of the feminists, especially like the intersectional feminists, like look stupid, and it's so frustrating.
They're like actually doing something to put into like those shitty stereotypes, you know?
Like that's not. I don't want Lena Dunham to be the face of this movement. Okay,
exactly.
So please stop giving her a goddamn megaphone to talk about these things because she's fucking up left and right and doesn't know how to goddamn do it. Like, nobody wants to have an abortion.
Nobody would it's ever a horrible, in a million years.
Intense decision that requires a lot of thought and is extremely hard. And there's, like, a billion different circumstances and situational context that it goes down. and nobody is I'm so glad I have the choice. Like, yes, I'm glad we have the choice.
Yeah,
because
obviously.
We all want the right to our bodies, but nobody's like, yay, I can't wait to schedule that. Like, no.
Nobody's like, I'm going to get pregnant so I can have an abortion.
Just to utilize that choice that I have. No one is doing that.
Oh my God. And
so
just like
stop.
to what? Have like a chip on your shoulder to be able to like speak out on that. There's plenty of people's voices that we can hear on this issue.
That we can highlight, yeah.
It doesn't need to be hers. Like, we don't need her voice on this.
So, 2017, stop Lena Dunham. Instead of Coney or whatever. But then today, she came out with, like, an apology. And she basically was just like, she apologized for it, and she didn't want to, like, offend anyone, whatever.
Yeah.
And then she said, like, it's just, like, sometimes I slip into this, like, delusional girl, like, aesthetic, and it's a joke.
What?
And it's like, I know that that's what her character of, like, Girls is supposed to be, and, like, Girls is, like, the show that I cannot watch, because it's, like, I know it's supposed to be, quote-unquote, satirical, but it's just so mind-numbingly frustrating to watch these, like, privileged women, like, complain about things that are annoying. Like, it's not good content, and we could have had, like, I don't know, girls with, like, a bunch of badass feminists that actually represent intersectional feminism. Like, that'd be cool. But whatever, I'm not writing that show. But she's like, yeah, so my character does that, so sometimes I, like, slip into that, and it's like, can we just, like, take responsibility?
Can we just not do that?
I don't know. I'm not for that. And, like, people were comparing that to, like, Jennifer Lawrence being like, that joke about Hawaii was just, like, self-deprecating. Like, let's actually own up to our mistakes.
2017, the year of thinking before doing.
Yeah.
That's
Kylie told us this year that we were going to realize things, and what we realized is...
we need to take a second
and think. Be thoughtful before you fucking speak. Okay?
So we have some high hopes here, and we're going to make them happen in the next year.
I don't know. My expectations are pretty low.
Oh, fuck. Well, if you want something to give you a little bit of hope, there's been a couple of things that are like environment... climate change kind of things
that are good.
Yes, that are pretty well. One of them's not so good, but the other two are.
All right.
So the first thing is that Obama, he decided his like last fuck you to Trump before he comes in office is he signed something with Canada.
Okay.
That there's like regions that do not allow offshore drilling now. I feel like it's within like 100 kilometers of the shore in the Atlantic and the Arctic Ocean. So that's like for Alaska. Mm-hmm. And so he did it in some fucking legal ass way where it's going to be like impossible for Trump to try and reverse that. And people are saying it's because he picked like Exxon's ex-CEO dude to
Tillerson.
to be, I forget what fucking
Secretary
office.
of State.
Secretary of State.
Like, I still am not over that. What's next? Like, Pepsi's gonna run, like, health. Like,
yeah, literally. It is, I stand by. It's like the Suicide Squad of, like, the government. It's the worst people for every job.
Also, Trump's camp said that, like, the whole drain the swamp phrase was supposed to be, like, a cute thing that no one should have taken seriously.
What?
Yeah.
What, is he talking about, like, Shrek Swamp? Like, he
I don't
just
know.
wants
Like,
to drain a
basically,
swamp?
what you can discern from that is everything he says should not be taken seriously.
Exactly.
Because everything he says is a flat-out fucking lie. But anyway.
And that's what I want in my president. I want to second guess everything that he says.
Crooked Hillary, though. Am I right, ladies? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's obviously flopped in many areas, but, like, let's not deny that Trump is the ultimate flop.
Yeah. It's really fucking bad. So then the other cool thing that happened is that Las Vegas is now officially on solar power.
They run everything 24 hours a day solar?
Yes, 100% solar in Las Vegas now.
Awesome. More cities, I hope.
And it's like a big city too, and I mean, there's tons of electricity going on in Vegas. Yeah. Like, so that's
Let's
really
get New York doing that. It's too dark. I feel. I don't know. Maybe
there's not enough. Like, it's gonna be harder in there because like of the real estate they need to put out the solar panels and stuff
LA?
Like that.
Let's
LA fucking could.
All right,
yeah.
You know what? Let's fuck up Coachella. Screw that desert. Put a bunch of solar panels out there. Fuck your Coachella. Leo goes to Coachella. Don't you think Leo would rather have solar power music festival than Coachella? Or maybe Coachella should become like, bring a solar power thing. We're gonna make a farm.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Is that going to ruin the desert? I don't know. Does anybody care if a desert is ruined? I don't know. I don't know what the science is behind it. But
well, like, I mean, the entire world is going to be a desert unless we do something. So, hey.
You're damn right. But, like, in 2017 goals, let's get California running on solar. It's a
this
big
episode is just 2017 goals. Like,
It's fine.
Oh, fuck.
Like a week early. It's cool.
So, I mean, that's pretty cool. Plus, there's been, like, whole fucking, like, nations recently that have been running their entire countries off of solar and, like, wind and renewable resources for, like, a couple of days, and then, like, they have to go back. But,
that's why I don't understand why we are not doing that when we have, like, the means and the technology and the ability to do so.
Yeah,
and yet,
I mean, Exxon
we spend our money, like,
White House.
Arresting people for, like, a gram of weed or whatever. You know what I mean?
Because this nation's got some great things going on. I'm not going to deny, America is, like, we still got a lot of good things going for us here, but, like, we do some dumbass shit.
Yeah, I know. We're really behind in the solar power and wind power and all of that. Like, I don't understand.
It's really upsetting. So the one piece of news that's not so great is that, like, literally, like, all of the climate scientists in the nation are, like, frantically backing up all of their data because they're afraid something's going to happen to it when Trump is in office. Which is, like, the fact that that is a sentence and we're going to let this man in there and we don't know if he's going to purposely delete data. Like, that is,
it's because people still are so fucking up their ass that they think it's a hoax.
Like, you just don't want to believe so that is fucking true because it means bad things and that we have to do shit. It's just like
the people that, like, you know, are upset because fossils fuck up the Bible. Like, it's shit like that.
Yeah,
I just get very
don't
frustrated.
See it.
They're like, it's fine. Like, we're ignoring science because this is how I want to believe everything's going down. And it's like, let's not ignore science. Another 2017 goal. Don't ignore science. Please.
It's just, like, that's fucking really upsetting to know that, like, oh my god.
Well, I hope they all have some sort of, like, crazy backup that, like, cannot be hacked and is, like, in a vault under the sea.
Yeah, like, you know, like tucked away like in another country.
I've seen enough episodes of Scandal to, like, what if they find all of these, like, you know, terabytes of data
I've seen
and
enough
destroy them.
I've seen enough Marvel movies to know you can make some secret-ass base with lasers and
the
shit.
100.
Oh my god, everything.
Everything is dystopian now. It's because we all know that that's what we're headed towards.
Yeah.
I think that's why popular culture is reflecting all of that. Like, it started with the Hunger Games, and, like, honestly, has the Hunger Games ever looked like it could be closer? Like, think about that.
I mean, he's, what's his name, Snow?
Yeah. Mike Pence is President Snow as fuck. Like, let's be honest.
If his mouth starts bleeding, we know we're in trouble.
Mike Pence would have a bloody rose attached to his lapel, but no homo. You know what I mean? Lila's just sneezing at the thought of Mike Pence. She's allergic
to the name Mike Pence.
Same, aren't we all, Lila? Lila's goal for 2017 is no Mike Pence.
I saw on the internet that there was this picture outside of, like, a bookstore, and they said that they, like, renamed their dystopian section to, like, current events or something like that. Like, it's a joke sign outside their thing, but it's like, are you wrong, though?
Where's the lie?
Lila, are you alright over there? You're kind of getting really sneezy. So there was also something else that you saw with fucking passports and flying and stuff like that.
I'm like, okay, not that this bitch travels that often. I am, like, not a travel bitch. I'd like to, but I'm more of, like, a small trips for the few days so that I don't have to hire someone to watch my cats. Like, that's pretty much the vibe. So I found out that there's, I think it's, like, 6 states that, or it might be 8, I don't know, honestly, but it's a few states. Either way, less than 10, that are now going to require to fly in the United States, not even just, like, outside of the country. They require your ID or license, and now that's not going to be good enough, so you also need to have, like, a passport or a military ID or, like, another form of identification.
Can you bring your yearbook again? That was good enough for the DMV, so I really hope that's good enough for the airport.
Honestly, I'm so frustrated because flights are already so expensive, and this is just, like, keeping people, like, from not being able to even, like, fly to visit loved ones or emergencies or anything, because you gotta spend $90 on your license, then you gotta spend another, like, $75 to $100 on a fucking passport to go to fucking Florida. Like, it's like, not that far away. What?
We should just fucking, like, get rid of licenses then and build them all into passports, because, like, apparently the passport is, like, the utmost thing you could have, not your social security.
So that is our 2017 goal already, which we've talked about before. It was to get a passport, but now it's seeming ever more important because it's Washington that's one of the states.
Yeah. So,
which, like, what the fuck?
I mean, it's not until 2018, but still it's fucked up that that's happening.
Yeah, I know. Oh shit, you're right. But, like, we have a whole year to get that passport.
Yeah, it's gonna take us a year because it's like
I know,
paperwork.
I'm gonna put that off because like, where do you go to do that?
I think you just get paperwork online now, and then you have to send it out from the post office.
Oh, you like take a photo in your house against a white wall. Isn't that true?
I have no idea.
Because that's what our one roommate did, yeah.
Somebody let us know.
I got good lighting, so...
We got studio lights in here.
I could do that.
We got white walls. Oh, yeah, I guess we'll do that.
Also, so A&E trash network, if I'm being honest with you. They're like TLC.
What do they have, like fucking swamp hunters or something like that? You know what I mean? Like
they got
ghost
Leah
investigations.
Remini's Scientology show, which like is exploitative, I'm sure. I don't know.
Yeah, like the new one that's airing right now.
That's on A&E.
Watch the first episode of that. Wasn't as impressed as I thought it was going to be.
I liked whatever like story she did on the news, or it was 60 Minutes or something that was about Scientology, because she just like dragged Tom Cruise, and I was really here for it. But anyway, so they're coming out with a show that is about the KKK.
Oh, God.
And they're like giving them like a vessel,
a platform.
Talk. But the thing is
like, so it's not like a historical documentation of it. It's like a fucking.
It's kind of like basically
real world KKK. Like,
yeah, it's like. It's supposed to be critical of the KKK. It's not supposed to be like, here they are, like, the next Kardashians keeping up with the KKK. Like, it's not going to be like that. It's supposed to be critical. However, I still think, like, why...
We don't need to give them a platform.
Like, when you don't have, I don't know, Black Lives Matter getting their fucking show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that would be really compelling TV, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it would be.
This is just going to be, like... critical of the KKK, and they're also going to be like freeing young people that are like trapped in the KKK and want like out, which I mean, I don't know, I just don't think they need a show for it. I don't think like they deserve any more recognition.
Just like having that name out, obviously, like
and
most people know
normalized to a degree.
Yeah, everybody, like most people know the KKK, like, and they know what it stands for and everything, but like just to have that continually out there to be like marketed, see that what in advertising, ads going to
be? You know what I mean? Like,
like we just don't need to see that name, that like thing,
especially
recirculating.
When there are people like having a resurgence of love for this shitty fucking hate terrorist group right now. Yeah, like with Trump, you know, going to be in office, because you've been seeing like so many people like, you know, bringing it all back. So it's just horrible. Fucked up. I wonder how the advertising for Amazon show, fucking, what is that?
Man in the High Castle?
Yeah, like what are they doing? Because like, you know how there's been so many people like, you know, spray painting swastikas everywhere. Like, what are they doing right now with their advertising? Because I feel like the last thing people want to see is a bunch of like swastikas like in fucking YouTube ads.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Like, I haven't seen an ad for their, because I know they just came out with a new season, right?
Yeah, it just came out.
But I feel like I haven't been seeing any ads for it, so I almost wonder if they like had like a conscious decision to like not be like putting fucking banners of that show everywhere in the bottom corner.
I definitely did see some places on the internet, but not like everywhere.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Either way, like, I don't think the show needs to exist, and it's probably going to do more harm than good, because people, they're like, oh, they're just going to showcase, like, how crazy and horrible they are, but it's like, you know, I think we already know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think people are thinking, like, oh, the KKK, they need more airtime because we don't know how bad they really are. Like, I think we all fucking know how terrible they are.
I think we got that.
You know, it'd be like, what are they going to do next? Like, Westboro Baptist Church gets their own fucking, you know, exploitative series as well.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need these people, like, having, like...
The one thing I actually did learn about in, like, fucking high school history was I heard about the KKK. Like, that's definitely something that I learned about, so...
Yeah, but honestly, probably not enough. And, like, honestly, modern KKK is probably just... Is bad, you know, like,
as we've come to realize, what we were taught in high school and middle school history is not exactly
nothing compared to what we needed to know.
Yeah, it's pretty much the like, let's cut out all of the important women and people of color and races and
That's
stuff.
why I'm really excited to see that Hidden Figures movie.
Yeah.
About the three women that yeah, I know, I really want to. Plus it has to do with like NASA and space, so I'm sure it's gonna be lit. But I'm really excited for that movie, and that's just another example of like how history was so whitewashed, especially public school system in America. How fucking like, you know, we were told Columbus was like this amazing dude that like found this little
rock
melting pot, that we love diversity here. Like, it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, let's hope that...
That's no surprise to anyone listening, but yeah. So we'll see if that show actually... It's getting a lot of, like, controversy right now, so I don't know. Maybe it'll get, like, stalled or something, but...
Yeah, it may not be a good decision. I just don't think it needs to happen.
No. Let's, like, highlight people that actually are doing really great things. You know, like, it would be awesome if they did, like, a big thing with Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Like, where's their fucking reality show where they're showing, like, all of the hard work that they're doing and all the important work? Yeah, I think we should be highlighting the people that are doing good things instead of, like, you know, we already know how bad they are.
Yeah. So. This is, like, kind of related because it's a TV show that I discovered, but it's not, like, a fucking really impactful social thing or anything like that. But there's a show that I think is, like, the coolest fucking concept because it's called Abandoned.
Okay.
And it's...
Me, my life.
It's, like, kind of like a documentary TV show where this guy goes around to all of these giant complexes in America that have been abandoned. Okay. Like, he did one episode that was dedicated to malls, and it's just, like, abandoned malls. And it's supposed to be, like, how, like, we build all this shit, and then we just abandon it all. Yeah. And how it's, like, really fucked up. And then, like, there's, like, a North Carolina Speedway or something like that, like a huge racetrack that's been abandoned, and every episode is like a different theme, and he goes and he visits these things and explores them and see what kind of like effects that this has, because like on the mall one, he was saying like, you know, kids will come in here and like there's nobody around for miles and miles and miles, and like if somebody were to just fall,
get up to shit.
Well, yeah, but like if somebody were to fall and get hurt in here, then like you're fucked. Like nobody's gonna be able to save you in there.
Plus, like, doesn't that like kill the town that it resides in for being like this waste of space and property that's like not being utilized? Mm-hmm. That's interesting though. What channel is that on?
I don't know what channel it's on. I was watching it at work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So is it like an Amazon thing then? Or?
It's not an Amazon show, but I don't know who produced it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
So that one
reminds me of like the fucking Olympics and how.
Yeah, exactly.
Aren't they trying to vie for the Olympics to be in California?
LA. Yeah. Los Angeles.
But like, you know, because like what happens is those arenas are there or whatever, and then they just go to waste, and they're like built really crappily. Yeah. Like, are they going to waste a big plot of Californian land to like make this bullshit?
Also, TBH, I don't really want my tax money to go to fucking the Olympics.
I know.
I really don't. It just really is way too much fucking money.
That's another thing we were told like really great things about, that we never really knew the corruption until we were older.
Yeah, the Olympics. It's just. Yeah.
Because, like, in retrospect, it's a great idea.
I mean, being started back in, like, fucking Greek times, and, you know, being amazing. Like, I get the concept. It's a really cool thing if we weren't fucks about it.
Yeah, the way that it is modern now.
Yeah. From what I hear, the committee on, like, the Olympics is just, like, really corrupt and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Coke sponsors, like, the whole fucking thing, so that's a great sign.
And honestly, like, not gonna lie, like, every time I see someone doing, like, a Coke sponsorship, I'm like, yikes.
Yeah.
I could never do it. Because they're just fucked up.
Yeah.
And they're, like, probably paying, like, the sugar industry to, like, tell the health companies to be like, hey, can you actually lie about what sugar does to you?
Exactly.
Because that's literally happened.
That fed up fucking documentary really, like, opened my eyes.
I know. That's a good one.
2017 goals, watch more documentaries.
Well, Netflix is adding like a ton of shit right now. I still haven't seen 13th, and I still haven't seen, well, Barry I think just showed up. That's like the Barack Obama autobiography kind of thing. Biopic.
I never heard somebody call him Barry before. I guess it's
that's like his, probably like his
childhood name
for
or something
people
like that.
Know him personally.
Yeah.
And I watched Michelle Obama's interview with Chris. She was interviewing with Chris.
Yeah. We had a great talk.
And that was a great interview. I'd highly recommend watching it if you can find it online. Mm-hmm. I just love her so much. And I was disappointed when she said that she would not run. I don't know if, like, that's serious or...
I mean, you know, things could always
really
fucking... Yeah, things could always fucking change.
But she did say she made it kind of clear that, like, she wasn't interested in putting her family through another, like, 8 years. You know what I mean?
I get that.
And I totally get that, but, like, damn, I would have cast a vote for her so fast. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. But it was a really good interview to watch. And Oprah looks fucking fantastic, by the way.
Oprah's still fucking killing it.
She is. I wish that I had OWN.
Yeah, I haven't really seen her since, like, she left cable and went to OWN. I used to
love that show. I had so many of, like, when she interviewed people I was really obsessed with, like Hanson. Yeah. I would record it on my VHS, and I would have, like, Oprah Hanson, like, 1998, you know? And I'd fucking watch that interview, you know, if I was, like, away at school, because that was, like, a morning show, I feel, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe reruns or something, at least. Who knows? So yeah, that was cool. Also, I'm just like thinking of all these different things. When I'm at work, I get to watch like clips from a lot of different shows. And today, I stumbled upon Zaboomafoo.
Oh my god,
and
throwback!
That like blew my mind because I was like, I saw the name, I was like, that sounds familiar.
That monkey died recently, right?
Oh my god, did he?
Yeah.
Oh man, I saw that like the two brothers that fucking do the show, that they like have another show now, and it's
what
like,
is it called? Zaboomafoo?
No, it's nothing related to do with that monkey, but like it's like an animated show too or something. But
I read a long think piece about like, not really, but it was like this article about Steve from Blue's Clues, and he did like an interview recently, and basically like he said so many things about like Blue's Clues and how it like still affects his life, and like he has the thinking chair and he sits in it, and he says it's a really great chair to, like, write in. He has like a bunch of those the little like notebooks that he had, and nobody recognizes him like now, so like he doesn't get like stopped on the street because he looks so different.
I think at that point I would like that.
Yeah,
I mean, how great. I was thinking, like, how awesome would it be if my career was as wholesome as having this show teaching people about pets with this fucking monkey. Like,
I mean, there was, like, what monkey?
Zaboomafoo.
Oh, I was like, Blue's Clues is not a monkey, that's Dora. Like,
there's spices in a dog in this show.
Yeah,
like
it's literally a salt shaker, bitch. Like, I fucking loved Blue's Clues.
Paprika, man.
I know, Paprika was my bitch. It was just like the tiniest little shaker. I watched that, and I was like, what is the bear show? Little Bear.
Oh,
and there's that commercial with like the toothpaste, and he's like, I love this toothpaste, Little Bear.
You said bear. I thought you were gonna say Bear in the Big Blue House.
Oh, I didn't watch that show. He was annoying.
So I watched that show.
So you did watch Disney. Wasn't that a Disney show?
I think it was. I realized though that I think I watched a lot of PBS.
Whoa.
Because that's
you are such a fucking PBS binge. Like, look at you.
I mean, that's where I definitely watched Sesame Street.
Did you watch Dragon Tales?
Yes.
Okay. I only liked the intro song. I didn't watch it. I was like, Arthur, Dora, not really. I think I kind of aged out by Dora, by the time she came around. Yeah. But I was like Allegra's Window, Blue's Clues.
I gotta say that, like, I have definitely watched a decent amount of VeggieTales before I knew that it was, like, Christian propaganda.
Okay, so see, growing up, I knew that was biblical, and I wasn't allowed. So, like, I'd be like, Mom, like, we're gonna watch VeggieTales at blah blah blah's house, and she'd be like, no, like, that cucumber is from Christ, and like, I knew that, like, I could not watch, like, the Jesus Zucchini, you know what I mean? I had no idea. I feel like you could disguise a lot of things, but, it's fine. It's a good concept, though. Like, I should make my own fucking veggie show,
Fucking animated ass fucking vegetables, except I don't know what we would do with them. Just make them millennials.
Millennials. I don't like
All
that.
right, well, I guess we should do some fucking questions now. Mm-hmm. So I will go to Patreon first. Okay, so this question from Jackie, who said, I decided to ditch my abusive family and spend Christmas with my one aunt. I almost said aunt. I don't know where that came from. It's just going to be me, her, and my dog. Any suggestions for things we should do or movies we should watch?
Ooh, okay. Well, that's kind of essentially what me and Chris are doing.
Yeah, I mean, well, we're going to be making food and cookies and breaking out the classics like The Grinch and...
Which one? The original or the Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey, please.
Just for the
need
fucking
Baby Grinch.
Grinch. Also, when I was younger, I really wanted to fuck the mayor's wife.
Yeah.
So, there's that vibe.
And then we're going to be watching Rudolph, because that's now a yearly classic. Get depressed over these fucking toys.
Yeah.
And then...
the rest of those, like, little
Santa Claus is coming to town. Frosty the Snowman.
Probably some themed Food Network holiday shit.
Christmas at Bobby's. I'm here for it.
We're going to make a gingerbread house. We're making vegan gingerbread cookies. We got, like, a bunch of cookie cutters, so I'm excited.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would just recommend watching all those kind of
Charlie Brown, if you can get him.
Yeah, if you're into the old Charlie Brown.
I'm into that. The Christmas one and the Halloween one. Oh, and the Valentine's Day one.
My grandma is obsessed with peanuts. Yeah. Like, she had...
I love a good salty nut as well.
Literally every single... God. Every single card that I get from her is a Snoopy card.
Yeah. Is that why your mom's obsessed with Snoopy?
Yeah.
Is it her mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that whole side of my family just really into Snoopy and the gang.
What's your favorite peanut?
I would probably say Snoopy. I know it's fucking lame.
Mine's like peppermint patty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Oh, wait, no. What's the one that's like, she likes the guy that doesn't talk and he's always playing on the keyboard and she's really cute and she's got like the black hair and the blue dress?
You know, see, my whole family's obsessed with
Not
it, but I didn't really watch it all.
Sister. Lucy, maybe?
It might have been Lucy.
Either way, like, you know, like, she's like the queen bee, so like but I like peppermint patty as well.
Yeah, so I mean, that's what I would do.
Also, just because I like a nice York peppermint patty. But if I had to choose my regular type of favorite peanut, it would be like honey roasted.
Ooh, good call. That's,
you know?
That's a fantastic way to have them.
Not
honey roasted almonds, though. Like, let's be real here.
Really?
Almonds.
You're an almond more than a peanut?
I mean, I'm not gonna pass.
Me.
I'm not gonna pass up the old peanut if it's there.
Let us know what your favorite nut is.
I like a nice assorted mix.
Okay.
Fuck. All right, and so Jackie also had what moisturizer does Chris use? I think we have similar skin types.
What do you use?
Right now, I'm using fucking snail cream. Like,
you know, that's not vegan. Those snails.
I'm fucked up.
They went to work.
Okay, how did you guys decide what careers you wanted to go into when you went to college? So, clearly, we both are not
doing what we went in for.
Yeah, and I mean,
low-key, I would honestly suggest, if you really have no idea, fucking be undecided. There's, like, such a stigma against, like, starting school as undecided. I fucking wish I had done that. Just knocked out my gen eds and didn't fuck around in a bunch of subjects that I wasn't actually, like, 100% set on. Because I, like, got very close to the wire because of how many times I had to change my major. Because...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like on the last time when you changed it to communication, you were like down to like the wire. Like if you didn't do this, then you'd be there longer than what you needed to be.
And at this point, I kind of want to go back eventually to get a marketing degree as well.
I want to go back and get a computer science degree.
I would love to do a computer science one too, but I think marketing is more up on my list of what would apply for me right now. But
I think it's definitely a lot to fucking ask of like, what do you want to do for the rest of your fucking life?
Especially when you're 18? Like just graduated high school and you probably are such a twat.
Like, yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like you have no idea. And if you do, like that's great. Like there are some people that like always had like that passion for something that they knew that they always wanted to do, like music or art or whatever, and that's awesome. And some people, like for me, I chose English because I thought that was the thing that I was the strongest in. Yeah. I never even considered communication, which arguably is my strongest skill.
Yeah,
because I didn't even know that was... Like, I still love to write, and now that I'm going to be doing this new job that will incorporate a lot more of my writing skills, which is exciting for me, like, I changed pretty much, like, 2 years in because I just wasn't confident doing the English
you
teacher
definitely...
route.
You dropped the teacher,
education.
Earlier on, but then... You switched to communication.
I just did that because, like, I thought that would be, like, the best way to get into the English field. Like, a surefire way to, like, get a job. But now that I think about it, like...
You being a teacher, like...
I could do... I feel...
You could do high school.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how much I want to deal with that.
And I mean, I went in like and came out with the same fucking degree, meteorology, but like I wish that, you know, maybe I'd had more time to be able to contemplate it like while I was in school, because like my course load was like no real time for playing around with other shit.
Yeah. So. I think like the best advice I can give you is to like really like take a look at yourself and what you've done and think like what is the thing that you've been doing that comes most naturally to you, that you think that you could be passionate about in the long run and hold a career in. And for me that is communication. And I never really thought about it like that until I got to like be a junior, I think, in college.
It doesn't always have to be like the thing in your life that you are like the most passionate about either. Like you can have things that are like that you really like that are just a hobby, like that just stay as something that you like.
Yeah,
and
like
you don't
I'm
have to build a career
passionate
into
about
it.
Music and guitar and singing, but I never really intended to pursue a career out of that because it is like it's more for like me. Mm-hmm. And that's fucking fine, bitch.
I feel like I probably should have done that with meteorology, kept that as more of like an interest, you know, climate and like making the earth a better fucking place kind of thing. and then gone for computer stuff as like my focus.
Who knows? Like, I could honestly see you getting back into meteorology later, like when legislation like allows meteorologists to actually be listened to. And I could always, like, me and Bree were just talking about how we think that you would make, like, a really good professor. Like,
honestly, I think I would love to be a fucking professor.
Because you explain things, especially math. Oh, my God. Because, like, Bree's taking a math class really soon, and she's going to be asking for your help. And I told her, I was like, I know. I told her, I was like, Chris is really good at explaining math. Like, he gets me to fucking understand things, and I am literally like, what are you saying?
What are these
when
symbols?
Most people talk about math, I just hear the Peanuts voice or whatever, like the wham wham. Like, that's absolutely what's happening.
Everything looping together here. Peanuts bringing it back.
I just hear like Animal Crossing's music.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Great.
Oh my God, that fucking Nintendo Direct, the last one for Animal Crossing, and he's like, I didn't put it on my translator or whatever.
Exactly. Like, I could see you doing that later in life. Like, flexing that, aspect of your skills, but...
Flexing that part of my brain. I know what you're saying.
Flex my ass.
Would you guys ever consider filming one of the podcasts? I really like the vibe of audio only, and I'm sure you guys do too, but it'd be interesting to have a visual recording.
Like, I could totally see how it could be cute in some aspects, but I'm really just not fucking here for it. I'm just not interested. I got off YouTube.
Yeah, I mean...
But we also don't even have a camera that would last a whole hour.
In between that and, like, it would, like, pretty much double the editing time.
That would double, it would double the work that we'd have to put into it. Which, like, not that we want to flop, but, like, I don't know.
I like that this is an audio only, and plus, honestly, I just don't feel like it's that fucking interesting to see what we're, like, doing. I'm sure some people would, like, maybe, like, we don't have anything cool going on, like, podcasts.
Like, if we were talking about, like, a video game and, like, we had, like, visuals being, like, where it made sense, then I would be into it, but, yeah,
podcasts that I see that are video are typically, like, I'm like at a desk and they got fucking like graphics and visuals.
Set.
Yeah,
we don't even have like the workspace to make
it's like fucking us in face masks on a couch. Like, that's
in a sweatshirt, and it's late at night because we have to do this after work. Like, I don't know. Maybe like special episodes.
Something
in the future, but we'd have to once again get a fucking camera that would even allow that to be possible. But.
Yeah, unless we like an iPhone probably. Well, your phone's got a lot of memory.
I know, but where would you set up?
I know, and plus iPhone, like, come on.
Yeah. So probably not. It's a no from me.
It's a no from me.
So we did get a festive question here. Instagram fucking likes to refresh every time I'm just taking a breath, so that's cool.
Instagram, do good things.
Instagram goal for 2017.
Get better.
Improve your fucking app. Are you and Chris colored light benches or white light benches for your Christmas tree and decorations? I'm personally more of like just like a plain white fucking.
Yeah, we've definitely gone for like a more minimalist kind of fucking decoration style. I'd say like not minimalist, but like.
I'll be honest, I don't like the like colored fucking string lights.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Where it's like red, green, blue, yellow, like all in a row.
Okay.
Like it does look cute, but like I'm here for the clean.
Do you
vibe.
like our purple and orange ones for Halloween?
No. But, like, I don't like Halloween decorations usually, because usually a lot of Halloween decorations look, like, really, like, cheap.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about Halloween. Halloween's the cheapest fucking holiday. Christmas ornaments are, like, $1 million for, like, nothing.
Yeah.
And Halloween decorations are made of, like, cardboard and always look like
tissue
crap.
paper and shit.
Yeah.
Like.
It's very confusing. And then Valentine's Day is kind of like, you know that it could possibly give you a rash. There's just something about Valentine's Day decorations.
Valentine's Day, the slogan,
and Easter
kind of gives you a
there's
rash.
Not really like decorations. It's just like you're eating, bitch. That's what it is.
Oh fuck yeah! So what was it?
Do you like the colored lights or the white lights?
Yeah, I guess I would pick the white lights. Our tree right now, if you guys are curious, is red and gold.
Red and gold, yeah.
And eventually we do want to have a white tree too, but I also want to have the green one.
Yeah, I like the green tree because it's classic, but I also like the white tree because it's intrigue.
Maybe one day we'll have a home that's big enough to justify 2 trees.
But they could not be in the same room.
We have to get 2 rooms first.
Yeah, I would not want to have like a white tree next to a green tree. I think
it definitely have to be 2 different rooms.
And none of that skinny tree bullshit. Nah. I want my tree to be as curvy as I am, okay? Like, I want this fucking, like, robust-ass tree. My voice is, like, breaking.
Yeah, you're
at
gone.
At the thought of, like, a tiny little...
2016 is sucking everything from you, including your voice.
Yeah. It's fine.
You ever...
I'm like Rachel Ray.
Do you like any of those, like, really off... like brand kind of trees where it's like the one that's on the ceiling or like the one that's like
not that I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, people will like they'll either like have upside down trees where like the point's at the bottom and then it goes upwards.
Why?
Like, I don't know. There's that. I've also seen people putting them on their trees and then like or on their trees, on their ceilings, and then it comes down.
That sounds like a hazard.
I've also seen like people just stringing up lights in the shape of a tree.
I like that.
And then not
I'm here for that. Like if you have cats that are tearing up around your tree and you need to like zigzag a tree with lights on your wall, that's cute. Like also dorm room hacks, bitch. Most dorms are like, no Christmas tree, because honestly one idiot's gonna set fire to theirs.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could just get a little zigzag of Christmas lights on your wall, though they also say that you can't have Christmas lights.
Yeah, most buildings usually are like, don't have lights.
You could use like tape, and just masking tape it on the wall.
Okay, next question's from fucking Bree, who asked, how much corn do I shove up my ass on a daily basis?
Well, it depends on the day and the weather.
Yeah. I mean, Monday, I need a little bit extra corn to get my day started.
Yeah. Don't we all?
Fuck you, Bree.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty offended that she didn't ask me a fucking question.
Wow.
Like, where the hell is my goddamn question? Why don't you guys watch MasterChef or MasterChef Junior? Is that not on Food Network then?
What channel is that on? That's the first question for us to watch the show.
That's probably why, because it's probably cable, am I right?
I'm gonna have to... I feel like... Is it like ABC or is it like BBC? Is it like British?
I don't know. I wish I was watching the Great British Bake Off. No, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Apparently, that is a goddamn hoot, and I don't watch it. I wish.
Can you talk more about your trips to the Jersey Shore?
Oh my god, a relic.
I live here, and I love to hear people's stories and experiences going there. It ain't the best. God.
The most what was your most frequented patch of Jersey Shore? Mine was probably Wildwood, or is Long Beach Island considered Jersey? I'll just figure that out myself while you talk.
I mean, I'd probably say like Atlantic City area. I mean,
oh, you really did that?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't honestly go to the Jersey Shore.
I hate that boardwalk.
I didn't fucking go to the Jersey Shore that much. I've been down into Delaware, and I would go out in Maryland and stuff. But like,
oh, you did Maryland? That's like bougie.
We like
Shore.
We went camping every year, and then like some years we also went to the beach. Like the year that the 1 year that we went while we were dating, it was to the Jersey Shore.
We frequented Wildwood and Long Beach Island a fucking lot.
Yeah.
And then we did the Cape because we had family that lived there. We never went to like Virginia. Virginia Beach was like, oh, you're feeling really ritzy. Like you went to Virginia Beach.
I went to like one in North Carolina for like a week.
Oh, that's also ritzy because that's like a few hours.
That was
away.
like that was like the nicest beach. It was on.
I hear the beaches there are really nice. I don't like the legislation.
Yeah,
you know,
can't say about that.
And that seems to be a theme in a lot of places. Good beaches, bad politics. Better pizza, Papa John.
Fuck yeah! So Jersey Shore. How about the time that we like went to legit like the Jersey Shore MTV
and we saw them taping that bullshit?
Yeah.
Wow,
that was what a fucking time!
I had so much Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee with the gritty sugar at the bottom.
Like literally every day we got up and
because
we walked
there was no coffee in the actual like house that we were staying in.
Yeah,
so
we fucking walked to the boardwalk and went over to the Dunkin' Donuts every morning.
Yeah,
that was memories.
A highlight.
Yeah.
And there was also that like mini golf thing that was like in the air.
Had that monkey with the weird eyes.
Yeah. Every monkey has weird eyes.
In a vlog, I was like, you have your mother's eyes. And I was really awkward about it. We did like 20 takes of that.
Oh my god. I totally forgot. You guys have no idea. Vintage Chris via videos was like so hard to capture.
Oh my god. A lot of you guys that like only know us from the fucking podcast and haven't seen video stuff, like it's a fucking cringe to go back and watch my old appearances.
I should tweet that vlog.
Honestly, a great piece of work.
I know. I don't even remember most of it. I just remember I'm wearing that one maxi dress that the beads fell off in clumps every day.
I mean, that's where the classic
that's when we
photos.
Watched Harry Potter for the first time.
Yeah. Classic photos of me, like the one in the hole in the sand.
Yeah, I just
great.
That it does look like a cursed image. I gotta say, when I think of Jersey Shore, I think of one thing: shells. I feel like they've got like some of the roughest exfoliating beaches for your feet.
Exfoliating, it's like
everywhere
cutting your
you
fucking
go
foot open.
Is a shell.
Yeah.
I remember we went to this, oh my god, we actually stayed in a Trump hotel. Like,
oh my god, you trash. It was because,
hey. We were like fucking, I was like 8 years old.
I know, you have no fucking choice.
I regret it. But it was because my Bubby and Zeta won, like, a fucking, I don't know, like a gift card or something.
Okay.
A stay in, like, the Trump Plaza in fucking Wildwood. And, like, yes, everything was gold and it was, like, probably lit when I was, like, 8 years old or whatever.
Yeah.
But that beach that was outside this hotel was so shelly that, like, I couldn't even walk. And it was horrible. And so I just remember vividly being like, wow, great hotel, terrible shells. Like, you know what I mean? But now I'm just like, it's all bad.
Yeah. So, I mean, Jersey Shore, it suffices if you're in the area and you need a shore. It suffices. Like, there's plenty of better places to go to, but if you can't get anywhere else, I guess it could do.
I remember the one place that we would go to when you were feeling, like, really desperate for a body of water, but you didn't want to go that far. It was Belmar.
Oh my god, Belmar.
Belmar was like, you want to just drive 30 minutes to some shitty
You took me to Belmar.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Why?
You definitely did.
How did I take you anywhere? I don't drive.
I drove there. I feel like I definitely remember, like, driving down the highway and looked for the signs that said Belmar.
I don't remember that.
We definitely did that.
Okay.
I think.
Because I just remember going to Belmar with, like, a couple friends, and
I was never there
myself. We were drinking on the beach underage, and we had it, like, hidden, and I don't even know how that all worked. It was, like, the shittiest beach, but I was, like, chasing vodka with Rita's water ice in mango flavor.
Ooh, that sounds fantastic.
It was great. It was, like, the tubs that you could buy, and then we ended up starting to, like, mix it in, and it was honestly, like, a really great marg. It wasn't a marg at all. Out of Santa's reindeer, who would you, Chris, and the Chunks be? Okay.
Lila
is...
Dasher.
Ooh. Yes.
Squeezy is Prancer.
Absolutely, you're right.
He prancing around.
I'm absolutely Blitzen.
Yeah.
You're like Donner.
Why?
I don't know.
It's the one that nobody brings up, you know?
Because you're not Comet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not Cupid.
Nah.
Donner, you know what I mean? I just feel like you're not Vixen.
No.
You're a Donner.
And I ain't Rudolph. I mean, I do got a big nose. Like,
you do have a shiny nose when you do, like, a pore strip.
Also, like, when I'm out in the cold for a while and I come back and my nose is really red.
Maybe you are Rudolph.
Oh my god. Can I be Rudolph?
Okay, fine.
This one time, I don't want to be the blade of grass. I don't want to be that.
You don't want to be the Donner. Who is the Donner? Tag yourself. I want to know. This one is from our subreddit, which is our Coffee with Rachel. Yes. And it says, hi there, hope you guys are enjoying the holiday season. If you two and the Chunks were holiday movie characters, who would you two be? Rachel, I feel like you're the animated Grinch once he turns good and his heart grows. Amazing. Chris reminds me of good old Frosty the Snowman. Simple, but a classic.
Yeah, fuck.
Squeezy is definitely both Miser Brothers. I don't know those men. Are they the Property Brothers, but Christmas? They're, what are they in? Santa Claus is Coming?
Yeah.
So I have to watch that one.
Yeah, we were fucking watching that. One foot in front of the other. A classic fucking bop. It's great. And
Lila is Mrs. Claus from A Year Without Santa Claus because when she decides to be Santa for the year. Oh my god.
We should, when we rewatch Rudolph, we should pick which misfit toy each one is.
Yeah, I took a BuzzFeed quiz and apparently I'm the plane that flies vertical, but I need to see the rest.
And you know, I mean, TBH, I think you got it pretty... nail on the head there. That's a pretty good fucking fit.
As your local Jew, I don't honestly know enough, but like Squeezy's definitely like Judah Maccabee in my book. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about Judah Maccabee.
I know. I still have to do my story of Hanukkah in the next episode.
Yeah, you're gonna try and go through that, and we're also gonna get through the fucking 12 days of Christmas.
And I'm gonna try and do that without watching the Rugrats special. Any 2017 New Year's resolutions, if the Chunks could have them, what do you think they would be? I feel like Lila's resolution is going to be to figure out a way where she can successfully sit on top of the fridge and be comfortable and relaxed.
Yeah. Also, to poop in the right compartment of the litter box
that would
structure.
Be cool, but I'm not pushing her, you know?
No, set that goal, Lila.
Set that intention, Lila.
Please, Squeezy.
Squeezy's goal is to
be even more clean than he already is.
Yeah, to be so clean that his fur has a luster.
Yeah, I mean, I love it when he has a nice sheen after he's cleaned himself because it's just a great thing to see. And I love to mess it up, and then he gets really frustrated. It's a great time.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty great.
But he's definitely going to keep things, the ship sailing. He's the one that keeps us moving. He keeps me young. Ship shape, on a schedule. We're all here. Squeezy, I appreciate you.
He's the one that has his life the most together out of all of us.
Yeah, it's so true. He does. Except anytime, that's why, anytime he has to, move in a fashion that's not planned, he fucks up.
I know. Same, Squeezy. My own New Year's resolutions are to, I don't know, bitch.
My resolution is, I don't
know, just to, use my time more wisely in terms of, what I'm engaging with, what I'm spending time on, people I'm spending time on that, might not be as deserving because they, aren't putting any effort back, or, we're just not compatible or whatever. There's many things that I feel like I'm right now, and, I've been doing this for the last, few months, really just taking the time to, work on things that I really want to... I don't know.
To just work on. To work
the
on you.
job thing was the big one that I worked on.
And
obviously I've been working on this mental health bullshit this whole fucking year. I've been in therapy or whatever for the past year and a half probably at this point, and I'm obviously taking a lot of time for that, but also in developing our friend group and everything, and just really managing the things that I want to do with my job, and also managing what I'm trying to do outside of my job, because I feel I don't really make time to go on trips or do fun things that aren't going to benefit us financially, because we always overthink everything, and then we end up being it's not worth our money, but it honestly should be. We should be taking the time to do some more things that'll ultimately make us happier.
Yeah, that's definitely one of my resolutions, is to do more things that require traveling too.
I know it's obviously difficult because we don't have a car.
Yeah, this year we went to the fucking Tulip Festival, and we could definitely do that again.
And we already have a Portland trip kind of planned, and some birthday. Canada trips once we get our actual ID or our passport.
Yeah, we figured out...
and now we can at least rent cars, because we're going to be 25 this year.
We figured out, since the one time when we asked about where we should go in Washington for your birthday for a little weekend trip, we have now figured out where we want to go.
Yeah, so I'm excited to do that. We're going to probably go to Orcas Islands, because it's pretty and secluded and nice.
Yeah, just have a fucking weekend away, but definitely get that passport, go to Vancouver, go to Portland. That's definitely part of my resolution, is just go out and do more things like that. Even in Washington, that are just a little bit farther away, or...
And now, East Coast is kind of, asking us to come in, because my aunt's been, trying to see, if we can, meet up, because I haven't seen her in, I don't know, over a decade. So, and then, obviously seeing your family, too. We need to make that happen, but that's a little bit harder just because of the cats, but...
Cats and money. Yeah. It's fucking expensive to get the hell over there.
But we'll see. Those are my goals. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. I'm not I'm going to work out every single day, and I'm going to only eat green smoothies, and I don't know. I just don't want to. I don't have time for that kind of shit. I have time for I'm focusing on my career, focusing on my friends, and focusing on when we get off work to actually enjoy our time, instead of just doing extra things and being able to clock the fuck out, which I think getting off of YouTube will really help me with that regard, because I don't always feel like I'm just useless, you know what I mean? And that's just my experience.
That's one thing that I want to do too, is just overall continue to do more things for myself, clock out of thinking about work. It's one thing I've really been trying to help myself.
I feel you've got a lot better, though, because you have a computer that you have to open up in order to do anything for your job. And so it makes it a little bit easier for you to be oh, wait, this is probably not what I should be doing right now.
Yeah, but just try and, relax and enjoy doing things, outside of fucking work, and, really get into, preparing food in advance, food prepping,
I know,
and
I
that
miss
shit.
You. We were so on it, a year ago, and now we, flopped, but...
Did that all crash and burn when I lost my job, too? That did a lot.
I know, because we just had no we couldn't fucking eat what we were eating at the time.
Yeah. So 2017, cautiously optimistic, I'd say.
In my life, yeah, but I don't know.
Just for the whole US, the world atmosphere
and the world, probably not.
Yeah. Alright, guys, that about wraps up this fucking episode.
We still have mugs here, so that we can clink, even though we're fake and we don't have coffee.
We'll be here for Christmas.
Yeah, we'll see you guys on Christmas Day, right?
Yeah, Christmas Day's treat.
Woo! Merry binge.
Merry bincho.
Alright, bye, guys.
Bye.
So we got a really good suggestion over the last week of what we should do for binge time. So we're going to do what you guys are as emojis. I don't know. Have we done this?
I really don't think we have, and honestly, why haven't we?
I don't know. Someone should drag us if we already did this. Honestly.
Did this Hagrid? What?
Who is she? All right, so we're starting off with, Nicole Dowling, the classic. And Nicole Dowling is an upside down smiley, aka my most used emoji, probably.
Kimberly Proza is the pro chef.
Sammy Jessam is the clown jester face.
Kayla Harding is the rock on hand sign.
Alicia Schreiner is the Shinto shrine.
Bailey Lynn is the violin.
Jackie Goldfarb is the gold medal.
Sloan Nolan is the turtle because it's slow.
Sarah Booth is the ghost because it's like, boo.
Megan Rackley is the tennis racket.
Kate Convery is the shoe, which is a Converse, maybe?
Taylor Collins is the phone because you're always calling people.
Emma Corbeil is the popcorn.
Heather Ann is the ant.
Sloan Fuller is the full moon, my binge.
Angelica Feliz is Santa because Feliz Navidad,
Stephanie Oliver is the olive emoji that doesn't exist but should fucking exist.
Melanie Weldon is the sneezing face because you're not feeling well.
Sylvia Ehrlichman Gross is the nauseous face. Gross, that's a new one.
Juanita Cara is the car.
Annie Nguyen is the marathon runner that's winning a race.
Danielle Manus is the yellow heart.
Cassandra Lee is a sandal.
Emma Nygren is the Granada flag.
Courtney Hall is the skull that's Halloween inspired.
Becca Jansen is the email because you're sending a message.
Angela Sue is the angel face.
Michelle North is the snowflake because it snows in the north.
It snows a lot of places.
In the northern hemisphere.
Aaron Bray is the firefighter that's brave. Clearly we had trouble with this.
Jay Degoshi is the running man because he's going places.
That's true. Maya Elizabeth is the person taking a bath. Beth.
Ishbel Mendez is the bell.
Classic. Talia Miller is the beer mug. Miller Lite, am I right?
Cat Valeos is the cat.
Margarita is the martial art uniform.
Avery Labelson is the label.
Daisy Blossom Dottie is a flower. A daisy, maybe?
Emily Lewis is the globe with the Americas on it, because Lewis and Clark, they went across the Americas.
Chloe Archer is the four-leaf clover.
Anthony Hood is the hoodie emoji that should exist as well, because...
We're all wanting that plush comfort.
You're wearing a hoodie every time.
Mariah Hanna is the hand-waving.
Elizabeth Holbrook is the hole.
I love that one. Jennifer Habgood is the dog because it has fur.
Madison Greer has the green notebook.
Madison Wolf is the wolf.
Megan McNally is the fries that they serve at McDonald's.
Am I right? Skylar Medley is the cloud in the sky.
Megan Preyes is one of those other cars because you're driving a Prius.
Corey Springfield is the field hockey stick.
Ilka is the glass of milk.
Jax is the taxi.
Nicole Allen is the face with the cold sweat.
Courtney White is the off-white question mark.
Bridget Carey Davis is the bridge at night.
Jennifer Cornwell is the old corn cob.
Me too.
Ye old corn.
Sophia Cock is the cocktail.
Ash Roselle is the rose.
Jackie Burkhart has the face with the heart eyes.
Beth Fonseca is the second place medal.
Jackie Bergiulio is the jack-o'-lantern.
Christina Contreras is the globe because it has countries.
Catherine Simpson is the simple smiley, the classic.
Marlene Naj is the check mark.
Ian Murphy is that murky fucking cup of tea because you are murky as fuck.
Rebecca O'Donnell is the medical mask because a bad odor.
Kendall Berg is the cruise liner ship because Titanic iceberg, that's a stretch.
Hallie McGregor is the gorilla.
Megan Grilly is the grilled hamburger.
Chloe Ireland is the Irish flag.
Taco Roach is the taco.
Cassandra Buckout is a deer, but could also be called a buck.
Haley Cadwalder is the fish, but could also be called a cod.
Camellia Mulkey is the old camel.
Maddie Pullman is the fishing pole.
Amanda Marie is the woman playing water polo.
Allison Francois is the hot dog, also known as a Frank.
Caitlin Whalen is the whale.
Cody Robinson is the computer because you're always coding.
Lauren Chavone is the cloud with snow and you're shivering.
Dana Daly is the calendar because you're always doing something daily.
Megan Wilson is the Wilson volleyball.
Claire Wood is the tree because it makes wood.
Kelly Adams is the addition sign, math.
Anna Hernandez is the snake, also known as an anaconda.
Jenna Gordonier is the gourd, aka the pumpkin.
Sarah is the scared face.
Flynn and Drew are the crayon because you can draw with them.
Bridget Dubin is the trash bin sign.
Hillary Gay is the person mountain biking because you do that on a hill.
Mackenzie Knight is the night with stars.
Rachel Evans is eventually going to even download a fucking emoji keyboard. Like, come on, Rachel.
Wow, it comes pre-installed. Like, how do you... oh, wait, does it?
I don't know.
How does it work anymore?
Honestly, who is she? Okay. And we got the rest of the binches here. We got Sonia Vazbrun,
Johanna Jensen,
Rebecca Edmondson,
Ashley Riefenberger,
Mallory,
Allie Malone,
Kathleen Wynn,
and Rose Barnett.
So thanks, guys. We hope you enjoyed, Let us know what your favorite fucking most amused
emoji.
Yeah, honestly, which one amuses you the most?
Okay,
I literally
we need to
can't
go.
speak. If I had to choose, though, the upside down smiley face is pretty much me in any anxious scenario, because I'm like, well, that was gonna happen.
Well, I feel like you could also identify with the shiny egg now, the new egg.
Yeah, that's me after I do a nice moisturizing mask.
Alright, well, I guess we will see you guys for our Christmas episode.
Yes, bye!
Bye!
That was a HeadGum podcast.